work of art. You're in alignment now. You're in alignment now. You're in alignment
I'm in alignment now. I love that song. Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm JoAnne Goodsell, and it's my great pleasure to welcome you to our High Desert Center for Spiritual Living in beautiful Apple Valley, California. Everyone is invited to join us in our community sing-along. Stand up if you like, sit down if you like. It's your choice, whatever works, but just enjoy. And remember, hugs and handshakes have been moved to the end of the service. So take it away, Chris and choir.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just what I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here.
That's right.
My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here.
And yours is too.
My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here.
Everybody's soul.
My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here.
Woohoo! How fun. Here at the High Desert Center for Spiritual Living, we are an all-inclusive center of love. We recognize and celebrate each person as uniquely divine. We view each individual as an expression of the one spirit in all. Together, we are co-creating a world that works for everyone. Here at the High Desert Center for Spiritual Living, we teach and embody the science of mind principles that support our core values, which are love, healing, spiritual growth, oneness, abundance, service, and diversity. Thank you for being here, and welcome home. And thank you, everyone, for those of you joining us online as well. Please say hello in the chat box and let us know where you're watching from today and how you're doing. We're here to
Connect.
Thank you, Chris. We love to connect with you, so please share. Thank you, online folks. Now I invite everyone to please join me in reading our opening community affirmation. It's in your program on the left-hand side and up on the monitors as well. I believe in one power, one living spirit, one indestructible, absolute, and self-existent cause. I believe that Spirit expresses through me and is the unity of all life. I believe that all thought is creative, and how I choose to think creates my personal experience. And so it is. If you are joining us for the very first time today, we have a very special welcome to you. If you feel comfortable, please raise your hand so we can meet you. Anybody here for the very first time today?
There's a guy right there.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being with us today and bringing your consciousness. If you don't already have a welcome packet, you can pick one up at the welcome table just outside the doors to your right. All of the ways you can connect with our center can be found on the back side of your program. So please take it home with you, keep it handy, and you can also connect with the office if you have any questions. We also have a texting service that you can join. We send out announcements and inspirational messages and affirmations. There's no cost to join. There's no cost to sign up, so I encourage everyone to join. The number is on the back of your program and up on the monitors. Current events happening at our center. They can always be found on the concierge table, online through our Google Calendar, as well as the Meetup app and our social media platforms. These are updated regularly, so please check back often as we are always adding more new and exciting opportunities here at the High Desert Center. Next Saturday, March 2nd, we have two special things happening. First, we have our workday garden party with Frank and the crew that begins at 8:30, followed by our leadership meeting with Reverend Valerie. That will be from 10 to 11. All are welcome to attend. Even if you don't think you're a leader, come to the leadership meeting. All are welcome. We value and appreciate our volunteers and the community leaders that keep this center beautiful and everything working well. Thank you. Next Sunday, March 3rd, we have our birthday potluck Sunday, where we ask you to bring a dish to share, and please list and label all the ingredients. Thank you for your consideration and participation. And the center, as always, will purchase the birthday cake. We also have our LGBTQ+ Conscious Conversations group gathering that's hosted by the Rainbow Alliance team right after the potluck. On Monday, March 4th, we have our women's group at 10:30 that is led by licensed therapist Tammy Hunt. All women are welcome to join this group gathering. The Grief Group is hosting a new series on forgiveness, and please see Lori or Angie if you have any questions. They meet here every Thursday from 2:30 to 4. The new member ceremony has been rescheduled to Sunday, March 17th, and see Joan from membership if you have any questions. We also have a new volunteer sign-up sheet at the concierge table to assist with the Healthy Spirit Fair. See Brandy or Judy if you have any questions on that. Brandy was waving her hands. And that's all for today's announcements. We have lots of exciting things happening here at our center all the time, so check in often to stay in the loop. Also, how many of you were at the Mentalist last night? Wow. My sentiments exactly. It was a mind-blowing, mind-bending, illusion, magic. How the heck did he do that kind of night? It was fascinating. I mean, he bent spoons, and I know he's using the power of his mind to do that, and that power's within all of us, but just to see it demonstrated there so profoundly, it was incredible. And I hear he's coming back, so stay tuned and look for when that's going to happen, and don't miss it. We had over 50 people here from our community and our external community as well. It was a great event. And now I'd like to welcome our practitioner of the day, Lori Smith.
Thank you, JoAnne. So let's read our affirmation, and it's up here on the screen. I'll read it once, and then you can join with me. I am the embodiment of love in action. Together, I am the embodiment of love in action. Again, I am the embodiment of love in action. Dr. Ernest Holmes' promises are on the front page of your program. I keep the promise that I have made myself to affirm in this moment that I am abundant, healthy, strong, and happy. I keep the intention to daily speak this truth to my inner soul, telling it that it is wonderful and marvelous, that it is one with the great cause of life, truth, power, and action. I whisper these things into my soul until it breaks forth into songs of joy with the realization of its limitless possibilities. I assure my soul. So let's take a moment now as we listen to some gentle music. And now is time for the lighting of the flames of faith. Julie Whittingham will be joining me. We perform the Flames of Faith ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all peoples and all faiths, all beings come from the one great universal presence, which we call Spirit. The unity candle represents the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. We light the first candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the second candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the third candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of compliance with the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle, acknowledging all forms of new thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principle. We light the 10th candle for inclusivity, affirming that all are welcome here. And as Julie lights the healing candle, please put silently into the light names of loved ones, knowing that they have the experience of Spirit's eternal love. And at this time, I invite you to close your eyes as we turn within. There is only one. This one mind, this one heart, this one very breath that is breathing us right now. This all-providing source, infinite, absolute, and everywhere present. It is the allness of life, and we are one with it. With every thought, with every word, the love of Spirit is speaking. The love of Spirit, the joy of Spirit, the harmony of Spirit is thinking and is knowing in and through each one of us. I know and accept and embody this one. No matter the appearances, I know that the cause is more vital than the effects. Because love the heart of God within each person, is the light of truth, is the wholeness of our being. I know this, and I am so very grateful for this center, for this love, and for all our volunteers, the service, the care, the kindness, and compassion that is the cornerstone of our life and our center here. We are home. So I release my word, knowing all is well. And so it is.
Thank you, Lori, Chris, Julie. Now it's my great pleasure to introduce our guest speaker for today, Reverend Nicole. She's earned her Master's of Spiritual Psychology with an emphasis in consciousness, health, and healing from the University of Santa Monica. Shortly after, she found a home at the Center for Spiritual Living in Granada Hills, where she became a staff minister in the fall of 2020. Reverend Nicole continues to expand her spirituality, having completed the Sacred Art of Living and Dying program, as well as the Anakara Apprenticeship Program in Bend, Oregon. She volunteers for the Freedom to Choose project, which runs workshops for incarcerated individuals, assisting them with self-forgiveness, positive communication skills, and releasing judgment. Reverend Nicole is inspired to enjoy the preciousness of life based on her extensive personal experiences with death and the tragic aftermath of suicide. She enjoys teaching classes and also now the director for the youth and family ministry at her center. Reverend Nicole runs a very successful tennis academy, if she doesn't have enough to do. She also enjoys working out and learning new things in her free time. She's been a guest speaker with us here several times before, and we are so pleased to have her back today. Her talk title, Discomfort is the Least of Our Concerns. Please join me in welcoming Reverend Nikki Robbins.
Good morning, High Desert.
Good morning.
I'm so happy to be back here. I haven't been here in a while, and so driving up the 15, I was like, oh, look at the mountains, it's so beautiful, so gorgeous up here. So, discomfort. I saw this title and I started to laugh because I feel this past year was all about me learning about discomfort. I had a friend who was diagnosed with stage 4 ovarian. She's doing well now. My dog passed away of 18 years. Where I work, my tennis program, for the last 25 years, they've decided they're gonna tear it down. And April 3rd is the last day that I'll be able to run my program there. So there's just a lot of discomfort going on, or as we can also say, a beautiful opportunity for change. And I was talking to JoAnne before I came up here, and she was saying, oh, I've moved around a lot. And I was like, oh, I've been in the same house for 20 years. And I like it that way, because I don't have to change. And the thought of discomfort and change, it scares me a lot. But on the other side, what a beautiful opportunity for growth for us. It's really on how we look at that discomfort that's in our body. What is our body telling us when we feel that discomfort? Now, I found a great quote by Deepak Chopra who says, there is a very interesting mechanism in the universe has to help you make spontaneous, correct choices. The mechanism has to do with the sensations in your body. Your body experiences two kinds of sensation. One is a sensation of comfort, and the other is a sensation of discomfort. At the moment you consciously make a choice, pay attention to your body and ask, if I make this choice, what happens? If your body sends a message of comfort, that's the right choice. If your body sends a message of discomfort, then it's not the appropriate choice. Now, I can look at that in two different ways, because sometimes discomfort is going to move us along to our next great and better, because I'm too comfortable here. Or another time, I was getting on an airplane. I'm not sure if I shared the story with you. I was flying back from Baltimore, where my best friend lives, on Tuesday morning, September 4th, 2001. And as I was walking to my 6:45 a.m. flight, walking straight through security, I had this weird feeling. Even when I was driving to the airport that morning, I was so unsettled. There was just this horrible discomfort, this feeling of upset in my body, and I had no idea why I was feeling that. I had no fear of flying. I've flown a lot. Actually, I've flown cross-country twice in the last 2 months. But even back then, I was so uncomfortable, and I didn't know why. So I kind of moseyed through security to my gate, and they're saying, we're in an overbooked situation. It was Labor Day holiday, the weekend. It was the Tuesday after the holiday. And they said, anyone willing to give up their ticket? I'm like, I am. I went straight to the desk, and I handed them my ticket. I did not want to get on that plane. What is wrong with me, Nikki? What is going on? Why are you afraid to get on this airplane? So I got on the airplane. They didn't need my ticket, and I sat there, and I was just like, oh my gosh, why do I not want to be on this plane? And then they were short one seat, and I'm like, they asked again, and I'm like, I'll get off this plane. And I'm the kind of person, if I make my reservation for a certain time, that's the flight I want to take. Once again, they did not take my ticket. They took the person in front of me. So the whole flight back from Baltimore, I was so unsettled, and I didn't understand why. Well, we know a week later what happened was 9/11. And I found out that they were doing test runs that week before. So there was an energy stream in the universe that was going on that I picked up. So that kind of discomfort, we need to listen to, because that kind of discomfort can lead us on making a smarter decision. But today we're going to talk about discomfort as a learning tool, a healing way. So Pema Chodron she says in this book, When Things Fall Apart, I highly recommend it. It's a great little read. The feeling of irritation, resentment, and anger, instead of being bad news, are actually clear moments that teach us that we're holding back. So what is holding me back? Is my limiting my beliefs? I get stuck in a certain situation. I don't want to go someplace. I always put these in plastic, and I now know why, because they're easier to move aside. All right. So, that footnote, always put your talk in plastic. So, Ernest Holmes has a quote that says, "We may meet difficult uncertainty and doubt, barriers walling our passage, but we must not be discouraged when so confronted. We must climb over the rocks of misbelief, pass around the barriers of doubt, and plunge into the stream with faith. The stream will widen, the barriers will gradually disappear. Though we walk through the plains and valleys of indecision and doubt, the stream will carry us back to the oceans of our being." So if we're able to hold on to this discomfort and just get through it, our best and greater thing is right around the corner. But I don't like to be uncomfortable. It's just so, So what do? We treat. We have these wonderful tools in our teaching. We do treatment. We talk with our practitioners, our ministers. We have a sit down. We talk with our friends, because we're all practitioners, whether we've gone to school or not, because we're all connected to this one divine source. And even in the Bible, Psalm 23, it says, "Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." I like that photo, by the way. So even when things get tough, we know that there is this spirit, this energy, this divine intelligence that has our back. And if I know I can't do it, I know someone else is going to carry me along. It's like the poem about the footprints in the sand, where there's only one set of footprints. And right now I feel in my life, I'm holding on to that. I'm being carried, because right now life feels very challenging for me. There feels a lot of discomfort, a lot of uneasiness. And actually, when I was driving up here, I was thinking about the very first time I spoke here and how uncomfortable I was. I remember I turned and I was coming up the 15, and I was kind of laughing because I remember I was so nervous because I never had spoken at a different center. I'd always spoken at my home center. And so this was me getting out of my comfort zone of my home center and coming to a place I didn't know. And let me tell you, I am so happy I did, because I've met such wonderful people. And I've had such a joyful time speaking at your center. And congratulations on Reverend Valerie. Oh, she's wonderful. I'm so happy for you. All these times of listening to you, what you're planning on having in a minister, you manifested it. Good job. I know she was here before, but that's just really fantastic. I'm really, really happy for you. So I found another little quote. A lot of these quotes I found, there's a reverend in Colorado named Scott Aubrey, and he sends out these wonderful emails, and I use some, not all these quotes, but I use some of his quotes, and it's such a great email. He has great stories and great quotes. It's kind of like a little, what am I saying, a little cliff notes for us ministers when we come to write sermons. So I found a quote from him. When we are clear and sure about what we are doing, we are less open to many other possibilities available. But when we let ourselves hang out in that space of not knowing, there is an enormous potential, and life can unfold in innumerable ways. So if I'm so set and stuck in my way of doing things, I'm not open to something else coming to me, a bigger and greater possibility. And so I know for myself that I get kind of stuck sometimes, and then I get this uneasy, and the little, cosmic 2x4 kind of slaps me around, and I would rather grace and ease than a cosmic 2x4. Has anyone ever experienced a cosmic? Both hands are going up. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. But then do you get through it and something works out better? Yes. She's like, I don't know yet. I'm still working on that one. I'm still working. So I know you guys know Reverend Veronica Silva, because I know she's spoken here before. She is one of my best friends from ministerial school. And we were out in South Carolina at the Ministers CSL conference this last week. So I'm still a little jet lagged, which was good because I got up really early to prepare for coming to here. So we were there, and we were staying at the conference center where the conference was, but we wanted to go to Charleston, downtown Charleston, to check it out because we got there 2 days early. And the taxi cab ride back and forth was, we weren't planning for the cost. And we ended up going back and forth like 6 times, well, a total of 6 cab rides. And each cab ride was $40 to $60, $70, depending on whether we reserved it or not. And we were sitting here thinking, we got to manifest some money. And we were like, how are we going to do this? And we were like talking about it. And then we're like, you know what, we just need to stop. Because we were very uncomfortable with how much we had to spend. And that was a discomfort. And we're like, you know what, let's just go to our truth and know that God has us. God is our source and our supply. We don't have to be uncomfortable about having to spend this much money to go back and forth. And we're just going to manifest it somehow. So we let it go. We gave it to God. And we went to downtown Charleston for our first day there. And we got on the carriage ride. Have anyone been to South Carolina and taken the carriage ride? It's a couple people. What a beautiful carriage ride. It's just wonderful. We went down the cobblestones and looked at the beautiful, colorful houses. Well, we got on the carriage ride, and our driver said, I'd like to introduce you to our horse. His name is Cash. Veronica and I said, wow, we are powerful manifestors. Now, we weren't quite planning on that kind of cash, but the universe listened to what we were asked for. So along those lines, we need to be very clear and distinct about what we want, at the same time being open to receive what comes to us. Because sometimes if we outline, I'm still looking for the future boyfriend, husband, I want him to be this tall, this, I might miss something. So I always just say what's for my highest and best, my greatest good. Brene Brown says, what silences our intuitive voice is our need for certainty. We look for assurance from others, learn to trust our intuition. Intuition is not a single way of knowing. It's our ability to hold space for uncertainty and our willingness to trust the many ways we've developed knowledge and insight, including instinct, experience, faith, and reasoning. So I really think it's important for us to just trust this intuition, be vulnerable, be open to what comes to us, standing in that discomfort and knowing it's not the end. Because if we're not underground, it's not the end. There's still more to learn. So there's always something to learn. And just using our intuition, that's God, energy, spirit, speaking to us. And being in that uncomfortableness and kind of examining, what is mine here to learn? I always think when I'm in these situations, what is mine to learn? And sometimes it's just something to go through, and I don't have to hold on to the experience. I can just go through it and let it go back instead of trying to overanalyze it. I know sometimes I tend to overanalyze things, like, oh, why did my friend get cancer? No, sometimes it's just there. And so, actually, I have a funny story for her. I went out when she had her surgery, and I've gone out when she's had chemo. And I had this vision I was going to cook healthy meals for her. I was going to make baked chicken and steamed vegetables and no sugar and green juice. And all she wanted was SpaghettiOs, hot dogs, mac and cheese. My California thinking is, oh, healthy, green, nutrition, that's what I want to give to her. But she wouldn't have been comfortable. She's the one going through this. I just had to hold a space and let go of what I thought was going to make her comfortable and be in my discomfort as I was feeding her the SpaghettiOs and the stovetop stuffing and the hot dogs, but that's what was making her comfortable. And so I got to let go, drop whatever I thought she needed, whatever I thought was going to make her comfortable, even though watching her eat it made me discomfort. And I did eat it too. And then I came home and made my little baked chicken. But holding a space for some people when they're going through stuff, it wasn't my right to tell her how she should eat. And her eating what she was making me uncomfortable, but I get to be in my uncomfortableness and just hold a space of loving for her as she was yay, she had her last chemo and she's doing well. So as she was going through that, it was my place to just hold that space for her. And we also need to hold a space for ourselves as we're going through that stuff, that loving space. I love this quote by Desmond Tutu. We are meant to live in joy. This does not mean that life will be easy or painless. It means that we can turn our faces to the wind and accept that this is the storm we must pass through. We cannot succeed by not denying what exists. So just kind of as we go through this, all right, I got this. I got my spiritual community. I got my spiritual practices. I got my journal, I got my meditation, and let me tell you, my quiet time, I got my music, whatever works for each of us. And we all have our own unique, different ways of handling this. So it's just really our beautiful opportunity. What's that Anais Nin quote where the bud was, for it to blossom, it had to open. It was harder to stay closed than it was to open. There's a Anais Nin quote. I can't remember exactly what it was. But sometimes once we get through it, you're like, oh, God, it's so much easier now. But it was so scary to get to that place. I found this quote from someone who went through a lot of tragedy. Sometimes when we know people who go through a lot of tragedy, they seem to have a really wonderful look on life. And this man lost his father and 2 brothers in a plane crash. It's a gift to exist, and with existing comes suffering. I don't want to have it happen, but if you're grateful for your life, then you have to be grateful for all of it. You can't pick and choose what you're grateful for. So gratitude is such a strong, strong medicine as we go through these kind of challenging things. Looking at, I'm grateful I have my friend. I'm grateful I had my dog for 18 years. I'm grateful for all my clients. I'm grateful to know that I am going to find a new place to teach tennis. I'm grateful that I've had this opportunity. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for HDCSL. What are you grateful for? What is going to get you through these tough times? And it's to be grateful before and during and in the middle and after. Gratitude is such a strong hold of what we can do to get through this stuff. So I want to show you a photo. The little white puppy dog is now my new puppy dog. She's about 3 months old in that first photo. And let me tell you, when I brought her home, the puppy dog is Maisie Grace. That's her name, Amazing Grace. And my other dog, and the black dog, is Ferguson James. And when I brought Maisie Grace home, Fergus was mad. He was very uncomfortable. And I thought, oh my gosh, I've ruined my family. My peaceful, wonderful, happy home is in shambles. Fergus turned into Cujo. And I was so fearful for Maisie. I was like, I've ruined this. Oh my gosh. And it was the worst 2 weeks, questioning myself, because Fergus loves all sorts of dogs. And so I was certain he wanted a friend. But he was not happy, snipping at her, biting her. It was very uncomfortable. But now he has a friend to play with. And the 2 of them run around, and he jumps on her, she jumps on him. And I kept warning him that one day she was going to be bigger than him. I didn't realize it was going to be 2 weeks after I brought her home. And there's a funny picture of her jumping on him, and her feet don't touch the ground, and now he just walks right underneath her. So it's really wonderful. So from that uncomfortable, unhappy place of having to put my one dog down after having her for 18 years, we got the hurricane in my house. So it's great. It's wonderful. So I just wanted to share that with you, that, when things fall apart, there's order. Richard Rohr talks about order, disorder, reorder. So everything's in order, everything falls apart, and then we put it together a new and better way. So, or a different way. It doesn't have to be better, but it could be a different way. Sometimes it's just different, and we don't have to attach ourselves to what it's going to look like. So my other dog was different, and this is the reorder of my dog life. So Catherine Ponder, I love Catherine Ponder. She says, the secret of harvesting our good is not to wait for joy or good to come before we give thanks. If we wait for things to happen before we praise and give thanks, we may wait indefinitely. So let's not wait indefinitely. Let's just give praise and thanks and joy. And I love your affirmation. I am the embodiment of love in action. Let's all say this again together. I am the embodiment of love in action. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go out. We're going to embody love, joy, peace, and we're just going to go through this harmony, this things that might not be working, and just know that we're going to go through it with peace, love, joy, and harmony. And that's what I wish for each and every one here today. Thank you.
I invite the choir to come up. We have a song for you today. This one's called A Brand New Day. This could apply to you. Think about it.
The morning sun is trying very hard to burn the morning clouds away. And as you open up your sleepy eyes, you see that it's a brand new day. What happened yesterday will stay that way. You recognize that this is true. You have a chance today to clean the slate. You realize it's up to you. It's up to you to let it go. It's up to you to let it flow. It's up to you, and you should know that no one else can make it so.
You can make it so.
So now it's time to tackle all your plans, and as the morning sun shines through, you get a burning boost of energy, so you can do the things you do. So now you're wide awake, it's time to go. You're feeling good in every way. So you can leave the past behind you now. You know that it's a brand new day. A brand new day to let it go. A brand new day to let it flow. It's up to you, and you should know that no one else can make it so.
You can make it so.
And now you're out the door, you're on the road. Your head is in a better place. No matter what the deal was yesterday, your heart is in a better space. The sky is clearing, there's no traffic now, and so you tell yourself, gee whiz. We could have known that life could be so good, and now you know, and so it is. And so it is that you are here, and so it is, and this is clear. You're in a higher atmosphere. If you can let the past go, love will reappear.
Love will reappear.
And now the day is done, you're fast asleep, and all your thoughts are now at rest. You're busy making magic energy to make tomorrow be the best. I hope the message here is coming through, and there's no better way to say. You forget the past and don't delay. It's a brand new day. A brand new day.
And see
A brand new day.
you and me
A brand new day.
shining bright,
A brand new day.
letting in the light
A brand new day.
and shining through.
A brand new day.
Just for me and you,
A brand new day.
love is in the air,
A brand new day.
flowing everywhere.
Brand new day. Love will be right here this brand new
Thank you, Chris and choir. And thank you, Reverend Nikki. That was a wonderful talk. I love that. Order, disorder, reorder. There's a process. We can do it. And this is now our giving time. Please take a moment to join me in appreciation for this beautiful community and our Science of Mind philosophy. We know that we live in an abundant universe. There is always more than enough to share. We use this time to open up the flow of this abundance energy. We circulate this energy with the power and presence of gratitude. Just like Reverend Nikki talked about, gratitude first. We appreciate your contributions of any kind to support this spiritual center. In addition to placing your offering in the basket today, there are various ways that you can contribute to our center, and that information is up on the monitors. Because of you, Our service and experience here together continue to be possible, and the possibilities are definitely growing. Thank you for supporting the vision of this center and our philosophy. Now, I invite the ushers to come forward. They are fast. Please join me in reading aloud our Declaration of Affirmative Giving, located inside your program on the left side and on the monitors. Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I joyously contribute to the vision of this spiritual center, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly.
Spirit's gift is mine to give, I give it now. And I know that I receive all I allow. Every moment blesses me, God's supply is all I need. All unfolding perfectly when I believe. Oh, I believe. Oh, and I receive. Oh, I believe that Spirit's gift is mine to give, I give it now. Yes, Spirit's gift is mine to give, I give it now. Spirit's gift is mine to give, I give it now. And I know that I receive all I allow. Every moment blesses me, God's supply is all I need. All unfolding perfectly when I believe. Oh, I'm letting my abundance grow. Oh, it comes with every seed I sow. Oh, I'm grateful for the overflow. Spirit's gift is mine to give, I give it now. Spirit's gift is mine to give, I give it now. Spirit's gift is mine to give, I give it now. Yes, Spirit's gift is mine to give, I give it now.
So it's with a grateful heart that I acknowledge the abundance, the source and supply that comes from God for this center, knowing that our visions are met and we are operating this law of circulation, knowing that whatever I give comes back to me multiplied. And I just declare and know that this service was perfect in the mind of God. What was heard was heard. We had aha moments. We are lifted to new understandings of discomfort, settling in our knowing that we are joyous, grateful, healthy, whole, and happy, even when those moments are challenging. I just say thank you so much for this opportunity to share this morning with this wonderful high desert community. I say thank you to Chris and Lori and JoAnne and our beautiful choir and the ushers and the candle lighting. The candle lighting can be tricky sometimes. I can vouch for that. And I know everything. We go out this week we go out to our week. We sleep well. We have fun, joyous, celebratory times with our friends and family. And we come back next week full of stories and joy and laughter. And so for this, I say thank you. And I just release this to the law, knowing it is so. And together we affirm this by saying, and so it is. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Wow, what a wonderful service we've had today. Reverend Nikki, thank you. Chris, the choir. As a reminder, our practitioner team is here to serve you. Please reach out to one of our experienced licensed practitioners for prayer, especially if you're going through any challenge in your life. They are here to know the truth for you as you transform your life. We have a prayer request box in the garden room. It's checked regularly. Our prayer team loves to pray for you and with you. Thank you, practitioners, for your service. You are greatly appreciated. All is well, life is good, and we are truly blessed. And so it is. Have a great week, everyone. Let's all circle up, close out our service with God Makes Me Want to Sing, and then hugs and handshake, and to the social hall. What a wonderful day.
I can't help it. God makes me wanna sing. I can't help it. God makes me wanna sing. It makes me feel so good I can do anything. I can't help it. God makes me wanna sing. I can't help it. God makes me wanna sing. It makes me feel so good I can do anything. It makes me feel so good I can do anything. It makes me feel so good I can do anything. Life is good, all is well. Everybody get up on your feet. See the light in everyone you meet. Everybody get up on your feet.